beautiful souls. My name is Claire and I'm the Cosmic Fairy 777. So today I want to make a video about the 7 major chakras. So we can think of the chakra system as being the main connection point between the light body and the physical body. They are the systems where the different tones of source light stream into our mind, body, and spirit complex. This light information is blended and transmitted through the nadial system in the physical body and the axiotonal lines in the light body. So we often think of rainbow colors when we think of the chakras. These colors are the visible rays that correspond to the light frequencies. So we can also think of these frequencies in terms of sound as well. Each chakra can be tuned to both solfeggio tones and the classical chord system. I recommend that you try binaural beats or sound meditations. These will really help you clear out your chakras. And as I go through each one, I'm going to list all the symptoms of imbalances so you'll know which ones to focus on the most. Each chakra corresponds with a gland in the endocrine system. And these glands, they're responsible for secreting all the hormones that regulate both our physical and emotional well-being. The chakras are also heavily connected with the nervous system, both the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. And also kind of linked in with that as well, each chakra is associated with a certain portion of vertebrae in our spinal column. So I really recommend going to see a good chiropractor. The nervous system and therefore, your emotional health is really benefited by having an aligned spinal column. So healthy chakras are ones which allow source energy to flow through unimpeded. If your chakras are healthy, you're going to have good physical, mental, and spiritual health. You're going to just feel like full of energy, and you're going to feel like you are ready to just follow all your life's passions. Unfortunately, a lot of people have blocked chakras, unless you've really done some conscious work like meditating or getting regular energy clearings. So I'm going to go through each chakra in a bit more depth. I'm going to explain their main functions and how they connect to the physical body, and just describe some of the symptoms of imbalance as well. I'm going to begin with the root chakra because we can think of it as being the foundation. It's located at the base of the spine, and it controls all the flow of energy to the other chakras. Basically, we can think of the chakra system as being like a pyramid. You can compare it even to Maslow's pyramids of needs. The root chakra is connected to basic survival requirements, and when it's healthy, we feel safe, secure, grounded. And when it's blocked, it is going to impair the function of all your other chakras. So although some of the other chakras can seem a bit more exciting, like the third eye, it's going to give you psychic powers potentially. Really, the root is where you should start in terms of clearing, because it's really essential to feel grounded in order and secure, in order to truly manifest your dreams into the 3D reality. The root chakra is associated with the color red, solfeggio frequency 396 hertz, and middle C 256 hertz. It's linked to the reproductive glands. So testes in men, ovaries in women. It controls sexual development and also secretes the sex hormones. But it's actually not really the main controller of sexual energy itself. It's also associated with the bladder and lower intestines. And really, it's mostly associated with the function of expelling waste, physically and energetically, because it's the root where we can ground out other people's energy or negative energy within our system. Damage to the root is where the victimizer construct has formed. Too closed is the victim and too open is the bully. So when the root is blocked, we get into fear thought forms such as survival mentality, poverty, feeling unsafe, tired, sluggish, not wanting to exercise. And conversely, if the root is too open, we can feel really entitled and dissociate, using all sorts of escapism through food, drugs, TV. And we can completely disconnect with the material world, just living in fantasies and really not able to create anything within the 3D. Moving on to the sacral chakra. It's located under the navel and it runs front to back. This is the center for creation, and it regulates the in and the outflow of energy between you and the universe. And it also regulates the balance between giving and receiving. It's really all about the emotions here. If this chakra is healthy, you're going to feel calm and balanced, and you're going to feel a sense of security and harmony within all your personal relationships. The sacral chakra is associated with the color orange, solfeggio frequency 417 hertz, middle D 288 hertz. The organs and glands associated with the sacral chakra are the kidneys and the adrenals. From an energetic point of view, the kidneys are the grounding point for energy, and they regulate the control of the fear response. And if you can also think about too, like when you just have a gut feeling about something, that is really related to the sacral chakra. It's also associated with the womb portal with women, and it's the center of sexual energy for both sexes. We can think of sexual energy as also being creation energy. It's essentially the life force essence that we use to create. So some of the emotional disturbances we can experience when our sacral chakra is imbalanced are feelings of unworthiness, guilt, shame, rage, fear, feeling trapped. And you're also going to find you have a lot of difficulty in all your close relationships, and you're really going to have difficulties creating abundance in your life and just working towards what your life purpose is. Next up is the solar plexus. This chakra is most connected to our 3D life, and it governs how we identify ourselves. So it's the home of the personality, self-esteem, and of the ego. So a lot of New Age teachings say that the ego is bad, and I really tend to disagree with this. I I think the ego is only a problem when people become overly ambitious to the point, where they're hurting people around them. I think we really do need a sense of self-identity in order to understand what our likes and our dislikes are. And, we need to know that in order to effectively navigate our life and to honor the potential inside of us that is unique to us. The solar plexus is located just underneath the rib cage. It runs front to back as well, and it's associated with the color yellow, solfeggio frequency 528 hertz, and middle E 324 hertz. So this chakra supplies all the energy for the digestive organs, such as the stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, and liver. And these organs all play a valuable role in converting food into energy for the body. So we can really think of this as being the chakra that is the center for energy. Digestive problems are often associated with having an imbalance in the solar plexus. Some of the other more emotional symptoms are feelings of low self-esteem, feeling unworthy of living a happy life, a constant need for external validation, unable to start or finish projects, jealousy and negative judgment of others, or an excessive desire to achieve life's goals at the expense of others, and poor personal boundaries. Now, moving on to the heart chakra. This is the main energy center for the body. It's located in the center of our chest, under the breastbone, again, running front to back. And it's the largest chakra and the meeting point between our lower human aspects and our higher, more soul-centered aspects of ourselves. The heart connects us to the fourth dimension and the astral realms. This is often where we go and travel when we're sleeping. And it governs the giving and receiving of love, empathy, our connection to source, and it's really like our inner compass of motivation. Now moving on to the heart chakra. This is the main energy center of the body. It's located in the center of our chest, underneath the breastbone, running front to back as well. It's the largest chakra in our body, and it's the meeting point for the lower aspects of our human self and our higher soul-centered aspects. The heart, it connects us to the fourth dimension and the astral realms. The astral realms is often where we travel to when we're sleeping. And the heart, it governs the giving and receiving of love, empathy, our connection with source, and it's really our guidance system, our moral compass, if you like. The heart chakra is associated with the color green. So you just got to think about how much green there is in nature. And this is one of the reasons why it feels so good to walk in a forest. Green is really one of the most healthy colors for you to see a lot of. It really just balances everything in your system. The heart chakra is associated with solfeggio frequency 639 hertz and middle E 364.5 hertz. This chakra is connected with the physical heart, as well as the lungs and the thymus gland. So the thymus is, it controls like immune functions. And this is why we can see a lot of like autoimmune disorders are related to like imbalances with the heart chakra. Some symptoms of imbalance in the heart chakra. So these can include just really being cut off from feeling anything at all. You're just not really caring about yourself or anyone else. Or on the other hand, you could be caring too much. You're just going and people pleasing and exhausting yourself doing that. You can feel disconnected from source. You just don't feel a lot of joy in life for anything. You might feel lonely and separated from the people in your life. You might even feel animosity towards those that are close to you. And you just don't really trust in yourself. You don't trust in yourself to follow your life's passions or interests. And you might find yourself in really toxic relationships, you know, patterns such as codependency. And now we have the throat chakra, located just below the larynx. And again, it runs front to back. The throat is related to our ability to express and speak things into existence. So it's closely linked with the sacral chakra, with our ability to create. The throat is also linked to the 5D system and the Hara line. And this is where we have the energetic blueprint for our like most perfect avatar, for the highest blueprint that we could be in this in this incarnation. Having a healthy throat chakra is about being fully comfortable to speak our truth and express our authentic self. And, you know, we're just able to really speak our thoughts into being. The color associated with the throat chakra is blue, solfeggio frequency 741 hertz, middle A 384 hertz. The throat chakra is connected to all parts of the neck. So the palate, larynx, tonsils, lower jaw, ears, optical region, cerebellum, pharynx, and the cervical vertebrae. So in the endocrine system, the thyroid gland is linked to the throat chakra, and this is responsible for the metabolism and protein synthesis. Some symptoms of having an imbalance in the throat chakra are just not being able to express what we truly think or feel, being overcritical of yourself or others, and using your voice to lie, manipulate, or gossip. And it also can be linked to having an over or underactive thyroid. And just finally, one that a lot of us suffer from, me included, not really liking the sound of your own voice. Moving on to one of the most talked about chakras, the third eye, because it's associated with psychic abilities such as intuition, inner vision, and it's linked to the subconscious mind. It's located on the forehead between your eyes, again, running through front to back. And it's the center of perception that holographically puts the pieces together, and it forms an accurate, multi-dimensional understanding of the world that we're in. So when this chakra is functioning optimally, we have a really clear sense of the reality of any given situation, and we can see that situation from multiple viewpoints, and we have a really strong intuition that we can trust. The third eye is associated with the color purple, solfeggio frequency 852 hertz, middle G 432 hertz, and it's linked to the pituitary gland. Now, this gland governs a lot of functions in the body, including growth, temperature regulation, sex hormones, pain regulation, blood pressure, water balance, and I'm sure a few more. So you can see that a malfunction in the pituitary gland can have an impact on many different areas of the body. It can really affect our five senses perception of reality. Some common symptoms of an imbalance in the third eye would be difficulty in imagining new projects or ideas, seeing life through only a materialist five-sense perspective, overuse of logical thinking at the expense of creativity, feeling bored or irritated by life, or on the other hand, you could be having a lot of visions, but you're really finding it difficult to ground anything in reality. You really get sensitive to like EMF and many other technologies. And you might feel like you're being constantly psychically attacked. Last, but certainly not least, is the crown chakra. It's located at the top of your head. And this is really where we can gain access to the higher dimensions and the higher aspects of ourself. And along with the third eye, it really helps us bring those higher aspects into embodiment. When the crown chakra is healthy, we just have an innate sense of knowing our place, our path, and also the right timing. It governs our connection to the collective consciousness as well. And it's really where we get our identification of the oneness and the unity of everything. The crown chakra is linked to the color indigo, solfeggio frequency 963 hertz, and middle B 486 hertz. The crown chakra is associated with the pineal gland, and really the pineal gland is under attack in the modern world. There are just so many chemicals and toxins in modern life that cause the calcification of this gland. Think about like fluoride toothpaste. And when it's calcified, this blocks our ability to perceive beyond the 3D reality. And it can also cause sleep disturbances because the pineal gland also produces melatonin, which controls our sleep cycle. So a healthy pineal gland, it really aids with astral traveling and remote viewing. Symptoms of a blockage in your crown chakra can include the feeling of being completely separate from your higher self, having a real big fear of the future or anything that's unknown, not trusting in your path, having brain fog, headaches, tiredness, and yeah, just a tight feeling around the top of your head, and probably an over-identification with your own needs and just not really caring about the big picture. So there we have it, all 7 chakras and their functions and imbalances. I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a clearer idea of how the health of your chakras is an integral part of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. You can improve the condition of your chakras through meditation, sound, and energy healings. If you want to learn more, please check out the other videos on my channel. And if you'd like to book a healing with me, please visit my website, cosmicfairy777.com. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and namaste.